seems like a year and a half, 2 years ago, it started to rear its head, people saying it's really quite hard to get a holiday accommodation or a holiday home to meet our needs, and we sort of generally compromise on one or the other. So the idea was born, and we were both like,
that's a nice idea for a long time in the future.
right lads, good trip.
Okay, so we're going to Hull after Neil's got his subscription to cat food.
We started the journey seriously 12 months ago. People sort of like, well, let's just see if it can be done. And we've made a long-term commitment, and we see this as a 25-year resource for our family. It will certainly outlive me in our service, without doubt. But to give families holidays for the next 25 years with a fully adapted holiday home on a very accessible holiday site just makes us and our service very proud to be able to do this. It was an easy decision then. We were emotionally bought into foster families want this. We've got to manage how we achieve this. We found the site that's ideal now. How can we go back? And one of our big values of fostering together, the big value, the way we drive forward, is do the right thing. And for us as a team, doing the right thing is giving our foster families what they need to be able to give the children the best lives they can.
I think the main difference is with the facilities and the space is when we're on an evening we can put pyjamas on, we can play a family game. If one of our children sat on the sofa and they need to go to the toilet, we can just hoist them straight through, whether that's to the bedroom, whether that's to the bathroom, and then come back, which means that when we get in we can plug the wheelchairs in, we can get rid of the sort of equipment that alienates them sometimes, equipment that helps them and is there to benefit their life, but sometimes it can be a barrier as well. And then once we're in a facility like this, it's far more what we would call normal family time, and obviously you need the facilities to be able to do that, and I think that this will means a lot.
Dennis, the managing director of the company, said, have you got everything you want? And we said, well, we have, we believe. Your salesman said we could have this and have that. He said, forget what the salesman said. Tell us exactly what you really want, and we'll just check. We'll do a full sense check here before we start the build. And our foster carer that was with us, it was Carl. And Carl said, well, in the ideal world, and he said, go to the ideal world then. He said, in the ideal world, I'd have this, 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 and this. And it fundamentally changed from what we were about to order through to what actually went on paper for order and went into build, which included ensuring hoist and tracking went throughout this lodge rather than just in the bedroom, across door thresholds into the wet room and through into the lounge and over the sofa. Those things were not possible at the stage when we first ordered, and yet from that meeting with the management team and with our foster carer and us, all of it shifted at that point. So it took this lodge design and build to another level, and we're so pleased and so pleased. So with that, and then bending over backwards, and in fairness, they did say to us when we went to Hull, this probably wasn't the best commercial decision we've ever made, but we're bought into this. We want these families and these children to have great holidays. We want to do this. We just felt we need to make an award presentation to them.
We want to recognise and thank Sunseeker, you guys and your team. That includes everyone outside in the production line through to the management team for everything you've done and are continually doing today, which you've demonstrated today. So we wanted to say thank you and recognise you for everything we're doing and present you with one of our plaques to say, as an organisation, you guys have got a big heart for children with disabilities. Thank you. So very glad here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. A picture of you with it.
Oh, that's amazing. Honestly, we're really proud and really pleased that we've gone on this journey with you, and we're looking forward to many families having a happy holiday. So, no, thanks for that.
There was a lot of apprehension with us knowing that two halves on the motorway, 40-foot trailers, what can happen? But also at Seal Bay, they were so excited about the process. They were in anticipation of arrival and delivery, and they sent people up the road to film with a camera these two 40-foot lorries flying under the motorway bridges, which was great. They were capturing the moment for us because they were excited. They'd bought into this like Sunseeker, saying this is for a community of special people looking after very special children, and they want it to work. They want it to work really well. So Seal Bay and Sunseeker have both really, gone the extra mile.
The timing was brilliant. We were able to get down here and see the two halves being delivered, and then the process, the really interesting process of seeing, because that was probably a big kind of unknown for us. How on earth do you join these two halves together with the accuracy needed for the floor, for the ceiling, for everything to be totally spot on, perfect and level? So it was it was interesting to see, and reassuring to see actually the team of specialists that did that, and they worked hard, and it was a whole day that they were here, making really minor, had guys underneath the lodge, guys on top of the lodge, at the front, at the back, getting it spot on for us.
Camera, stop.
I wouldn't like to guess how many people have been involved in this process, but it's there's a lot of people that have been involved in getting this right for everyone, and it's we're just really pleased with that.
I'm glad you know what you're doing.
And we did actually present Seal Bay a Big Heart for the Children with Disabilities Award as well. We wanted to recognise you for everything that you've done to get to today. Today, we've now opened our lodge. We already have 16 holidays booked in our lodge, and we only just announced it the other day.
Yeah.
So it's looking good. People are very excited to be coming here, and none of this would have happened without the team fully backing us,
Of course.
without the sign-off of our CEO,
Of course.
and without your input
the one
to get
and
where we
only.
are.
The one and only.
So, Tom, as part of that, what we'd like to do is thank you and award you with our Big Heart for Children with Disabilities Medal Award.
Thank you very much, Nick.
Thank you for everything you've done. You've been a star, and we
Thank
know
you.
that we continue relying on you, and I know you're going to take a lot of interest
God.
in what's going on.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
pressure now, isn't there? Thank you very much.
You're going to have to wear this all day.
I will indeed. Thank you.
The feedback we had with the two families, we actually used the two stays as also a test run, so give us some feedback. They said they had an amazing stay. No one had any problems. They said the staff were fantastic. And as soon as they understand our needs, they were there supporting them in every way. So we wanted to thank Seal Bay as well as Tom for everything that they're doing. So what we'd like to do to present to you, Tina, on behalf of your team, is our Big Heart for Children with Disabilities Recognition Award from Fostering Together. So that can go on the wall or on the stand. We've got a stand for it.
Put it on there, won't
But
we?
again, thank you very much. We'll invite our CEO in to present the flowers.
Thank you so much.
So again, thank you very much.
Guys, it's really lovely. We look forward to our journey together over the years.
Today's a big day for us. It's been a big investment in time, a long-term investment. The lodge is a 25-year investment for us. It's a big investment for our service and for our families. Let's make full use of it. Let's enjoy the day, and let's get you to see as much of everything of Seal Bay and the lodge as possible, that you can tell everyone about it when you see it. So thank you, guys.
These little huts that you can see as we're going round, these are the bus stops, so they will literally stop all over the site. So you're only ever a 3 or 4 minute walk to the closest bus stop.
The staff team most of them had seen pictures, and they'd seen imagery, and they'd seen the journey, and they'd heard everything that was going on. So in their minds, they had a vision of what this was like. But actually coming here, driving into Seal Bay, having a tour of all the facilities from the staff at Seal Bay, and then coming to the lodge and walking in, it was just like, wow. This looks so much bigger and so much better in real life than it does in pictures. You need to come here to experience this. And all very excited. And all saying, when can we book? Really, I think in genuinely, I just feel very happy and very humbled that we're doing the right thing This is what we set the agency up to do, the right thing for foster families of children with disabilities and complex needs. Go the extra mile that others don't. And we're doing it, and quite nervous as well, because now we've achieved this, there's going to be more suggestions. What's next? What's next? But let's just enjoy this summer, guys. Let's all have some incredible holidays. All that we want to see now, and the whole staff team have reflected this, just want to see some pictures of some really happy kids having some fabulous holidays. And it melts all of our hearts. That's what we do this for. It really does.